welcome back to my channel. Now really quickly before we get into this video, I want to apologize if I am not looking directly at y'all in the camera. I think the camera I am looking at it, but I did get a new tripod with a ring light attached to it. I had to get like a whole new lighting system set up with a new ring light, so I'm not quite sure with this new tripod where to look because I'm filming in a different angle on my phone. So hopefully everything turns out really good. But I am really excited for today's video because we are going to be testing out some Essence stuff. I just got my Essence package in the mail this morning and I could not be more thrilled. So today we are going to be testing out some new Essence products. Alright, first thing we're going to do is we're going to test out these eyeshadow brushes that I got. Now, these were on sale, and I think they were like $1 and a couple of change a piece, so this is not bad at all. My friend Savannah, she really loves these eyeshadow brushes, so I thought I would pick them up because she told me about them, and I just wanted to give them a try. So I got the eye blending brush, and then I got the small blender brush, and then this is just what it looks like. Now, I actually don't like any Essence eyeshadows. I think that they're very patchy. The formula on them are not good. They're very chalky. They're very, very hard to work with. So I'm not going to be using an Essence palette today because I just don't like them. I don't like the quality of them. The ones that I had, I gave to one of my little cousins to play with. They make great play makeup for a little kid, but for actual makeup, they are pretty awful. So this is just what the short blending brush looks like. It's a bit on the flatter spectrum right here, but it is nice and fluffy on the tip. So feels, I'll be honest with you, I'm not impressed with how it feels. I'm a little concerned about this. This feels very synthetic, which, I mean, most eyeshadow brushes are synthetic, but this one just feels, this one almost feels cheap. I don't know, I'm a little bit nervous now. I do have the bronzer brush from them, which we're going to use in a bit. I love this brush. I use this brush all the time for my bronzer, but don't know. I'm not doubting Savannah, I just don't know. I'm a little bit picky when it comes to my shadow brushes. I like certain things, and I look for certain things, and I look for certain qualities. So, I don't know. I know she wouldn't steer me wrong, though, but, let's see this one. Alright, this one doesn't feel that bad. This is just the regular eye blender brush. Also, too, on the handles, they tell you what the brushes are, which is really cool. They're just white, the handle is right, and then the barrel is rose gold. So let's go ahead and get into using these brushes. I'm digging out a palette that I haven't used in a very long time. This is my Melissa Michelle palette from Ulta Beauty. This is when she did a collaboration with them. I used to really like Melissa Michelle on YouTube, and I still do. I just haven't checked up on any of her uploads in a while. So I'm going to take the shade Wheezy, which is just the little basic shade, and I'm going to pop that into my crease using the small blender brush, and this is just going to be my overall transition shade. If you hear any weird noises, my brother is currently getting ready to go out tonight, so yeah, sorry about that. If you can hear any weird noises down or in a distance, that's why. He's down the hall. He's getting a bath. Alright, so the brush actually does apply the product pretty nicely. So I was being very, very harsh with how it felt. It just didn't feel good to me at first, but now as I'm like working with it, I can notice that it does do a really good job at blending out the shadow. So I'm actually impressed. They didn't have that many eyeshadow brushes on the website. I was trying to look and see what other types of brushes they had, and really all they had was just these two. They had a liner brush, but I didn't really need another liner brush, so I didn't get it. I know some of you probably out there are like, you know, you can't have too many liner brushes, but in my personal opinion, you can. So that's personally why I didn't get one for myself. And I need to hop off camera and get my shadow switcher. Yeah, I'm just figuring everything out. So like I said, I like the small eye blending brush. It applied color really nicely, precisely to my crease, although you can't really see the color because it's pretty much the same shade as my skin tone, because that's just my transition shade. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my e.l.f. brush right here. This is just the regular eyeshadow brush. It's really old and I need to get a new one. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take the shade Lola. Lola is just a really pretty gold color, and I'm going to be applying that to the lid. I used to watch Melissa Michelle back on the day on YouTube, here on YouTube, and I really don't know if she uploads anymore because I'm always finding new people to like watch and stuff. Plus, I watch a lot more TikTok and stuff like that nowadays. Like, it's kind of hard for me to like differentiate my favorite YouTubers. And YouTubers in a nutshell have just completely they're not doing their best right now. I guess we can all agree on, you know, like the bigger content creators. There's just a lot of things that are happening, and, you know, whether or not these things really happened, I don't know, because none of us was really there or anything. I don't know. I don't support cancel culture, I guess is what I'm trying to say, unless there's actual proof to something. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I'm still going to use a certain palette here on my channel because it's my one really good colorful palette, and I like the palette. I've never really been a fan of the creator to begin with that's behind the palette. So, for me, purchasing the palette really wasn't about supporting the creator. It was about getting a palette that was really colorful. I'm going to take the shade of Rosemary from this palette. Rosemary kind of reminds me of this song that was really popular when I was a little kid. And it talks about a girl, she's like, I am Rosemary's granddaughter. I can't sing the rest of it. Now I'm going to sing the rest of it, and I can't sing it. Dang it. Because I'll get demonetized. But anyway, it was a song. It was popular when I was a little kid. But I'm going to pop this shade right onto the outer part of the lid / crease area. Just to add a bit more definition to that area. And I actually do like the way these brushes blend out the product. Are they a bit more flat and they're not super fluffy? Yeah, they are. But I kind of like that about them, because they're a bit easier to like fit into my crease, especially with my eye shape. My eye shape is just so bizarre. It's not super hooded, but it's not, my crease isn't so super noticeable either. So it's kind of like half and half, I guess you could say. But I don't know, I really like the way that these brushes work. I actually like them. So I'm pretty much a brush snob. Now, if you're watching this video and you're looking for some really good, affordable makeup products, I do have a bunch of favorite affordable products, especially palettes. So, Profusion is a really good brand that you can use. The Ulta line from Ulta Beauty is always very affordable. Some of the shadows are hit and miss. I would stick to the more neutral shades, and I would stay away from their more colorful shadows because they don't really do the greatest colorful shadows. Their formulation is not up to par, in my personal opinion. With the colorful shadows, I would stick to the more neutral toned shadows. I like e.l.f., the little quads, the little $4 quads. Those are really good. Let's see, Makeup Revolution, Maybelline. You have to be careful with Maybelline, though. Some people might have an allergy to Maybelline. I personally don't have this problem, but my mom, she'll get like these little flakes on her eyelid, like little dry, crusty pieces of skin every time she uses the Maybelline shadows. And we're pretty sure that she is allergic to the Maybelline shadows. So I'm going to take the eye blender brush. This is just the basic blending brush and blend everything out. So do be careful of that. I don't like the CoverGirl shadows. I have a Milani palette that I really like, so if you can find Milani, that's a really good brand. Another brand is BH Cosmetics. Some of the shadows are chalky, but you do have to like work with them, and you'll get color payoff. You'll just have to sit there and blend them up and blend and build and all that jazz, but they are really good at shadows, so don't be scared away from them. So yeah, that's pretty much the only brands that I can think of off the top of my head at the moment, because I'm like trying to concentrate and blend out my shadow. But you definitely can find really good, affordable eyeshadows at the drugstore. You just have to dig around, and you just have to snoop around, and you can definitely find some. I will guarantee you'll find what you are looking for. I can do a video. I've done videos before on my channel, but I can do an updated one all about my favorite affordable palette brands, if that would be an option. I love ColourPop. ColourPop is another shadow brand that I really like. So I'll do a whole video really soon about really good affordable palettes and eyeshadows. If that would be something that you're interested in, let me know down in the comments below. Alright, so I'm going to quickly curl my lashes with my e.l.f. eyelash curler. We are not going to be doing any false lashes today, or at least I'm not, but if you're following along with this at home, you can do false eyelashes, but Essence doesn't really have false eyelashes on their website, and I wanted to test out something on my lashes today that I said I was going to test out on my TikTok, and I'm still going to test it out on my TikTok, but I'm also going to test it out on my YouTube channel as well, so that way I can give you all a full in-depth video about this product that I am so excited to use. So I'm going to be using the Volume Booster Lash Primer. This is the Super Volume Primer with Super Fruits, and this is just what it looks like. It retails it for about $4. Basically what this is just a lash primer, and it's supposed to make your lashes appear a bit more longer. Now they are primarily white, so let's go ahead and get my lashes coated. I'm excited. I used to use a lash primer a really long time ago from L'Oreal when I was younger. I don't really remember my feelings on it though, because this was way before I was reviewing makeup and really knew about products. So I need to relocate that primer and see if they even still make it. But my lashes literally look like they have snow on them. I think you're supposed to do one at a time. Hang on. You are. So now we're going to go into the Lash Princess mascara from Essence. This is my favorite Holy Gal drugstore mascaras to intense volume. So let me go ahead and do this really quickly. So far, I really like the lash primer. It did really make my lashes appear longer. So that's pretty cool. I actually like this. My lashes look pretty dang good compared to this. They look long and voluminized and just really pretty. Okay, look at you, honey. Come through with those lashes, sweetie. Alright, so it doesn't clump or anything like that. And I do a ton of coats of mascara, and it doesn't clump or anything like that. I know my phone camera probably isn't picking up my lashes, so I'll give y'all a close-up of what it looks like. But dang, honey, come through with these lashes. Okay, lashes, we see you. We see you. Yeah, alright. So, getting a little clumpy, so I'm gonna stop. But okay, yeah. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. We got us a winner. Alright, so I'm gonna do the other eye. Now that we did that one, I kind of don't remember how to use these, and it doesn't, well, it does have instructions. This, Volume Effect Lash Booster Primer, it has, argan oil, mango butter, vitamin E, that's pretty much it. That's all the ingredients are in this lash primer. So if you're allergic to any of those ingredients, you might want to stay away from this product, but I'm pretty good. My lashes, I don't really have a problem with my natural lashes. It's just that they stick down. Like, they stick out straight. They're not curl, and they don't hold a curl very well at all. So I've always wanted to get a lash perm or a lash lift just to see if that would improve my lashes staying up. But I don't know if you can wear mascara with that or not. And if you can't, then that's like the final straw. Like, I won't go through with it. But I am checking into getting that done because I want to do it. So yeah, I don't know. We shall see. So we'll go in with a coat of mascara, and I'm really, really liking this combo. I think I might have just found my perfect everyday mascara combo. I used to wear like so much mascara to make my lashes appear longer. Like, it was crazy, and they were clump city. They looked so awful. But this is like really pretty. This doesn't clump up your lashes or anything like that. As long as you work with it while it's still wet, it won't clump up your lashes. Because I remember that with the L'Oreal Paris primer, that if you went in with it once it was dry, it would just make your lashes look really crunchy and clumpy and just not cute. So you need to work with this while the primer is wet, or else you will have a clump city and your lashes won't be cute. So I can't wait to use this on my bottom lashes. Like, holy smokes. My lashes, they're the bomb.com. Like, yes. Alright, so I really like that product a lot. That did a really good job at just really lengthenizing my lashes. So now, let's move on to the skin. Alright, so I'm just rubbing in my e.l.f. primer. This is the Mint Melt Cooling Facial Primer. I don't have any primers from Essence, and to be honest, I didn't really find one that really intrigued me. So I'm just going to use my e.l.f. primer. This is the e.l.f. Mint Cooling Primer, and this is only $8, so it's not bad. I do have one product that we are going to use in a little bit that's not super affordable, but when we get to that product, I'll explain why I'm using it. So it's just a really good idea to always use a primer that you know that you really love and that you really like to keep in trend with using a new foundation. So that way, if the foundation doesn't perform well, then you'll know that it was the actual foundation and not the primer. It's never a good idea to pair a new primer and a new foundation together because, like I said, you don't know that way what performed horribly and what performed good. So it's a good idea to always use a primer that you know you love when you're going to be using a new foundation. So let's get into the foundation that I'm going to be using today. This is the Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation. This has Hyaluron with aloe vera, and this is 24-hour long-lasting hydration. I got the shade 010 Cool Porcelain. The shade range of this is not that great, I'm not gonna lie, but they do retail this for $6, and I do believe that Essence has said that they will be coming out with more shades. So let's go ahead and get this applied to the skin. I'm gonna let this sit for a couple of minutes and get good and tacky. Where did my sponge go? Here it is. So what I'm going to do is use my e.l.f. sponge to apply this product. So here is what my face looks like with the foundation on. And I actually do like it. It is a natural finish foundation. This would be perfect for everyday wear. It didn't cling on to any dry patches or anything like that on my face, which I don't really have that issue. I have very oily skin, so this is what the foundation was like without it being powdered. It does feel very hydrating on the complexion, so I do like that aspect of the foundation as well, and it feels very lightweight. I can still see my freckles, which I don't mind. So the claims are true. This is a light to medium coverage product. You definitely can build up the coverage. I tested that out, and you definitely can. But this is just a really good product for like a nice natural day-to-day wear. So far, I like this product. I think that it will be good. So we shall test that out and see. So now I'm just going to add a little bit of concealer to my under eye area, and I'm going to use the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I'm not going to go crazy with my concealer today and do my normal routine just because I don't feel like I need all that today. So, like, I don't need all that anyways, but it's just something that I like to do. So I think what I'm trying to say here is, like, I'm going to keep things nice and neutral and just kind of give you, like, a basic glam look, which I just did one of those recently, but I'm going to kind of keep on trend with this light, natural makeup day. And I'm going to use my e.l.f. complexion sponge to finish blending out the concealer. So far, so good. I really like the products that we have used so far. We still got a lot to use. Now, I do have one non-affordable product in this video, and that is the bronzer. When we get to the bronzer, I'll talk about why I'm using that bronzer, because it's new and I just want to test it out. I don't feel like I have to explain myself to y'all, but, you know, don't want anyone coming at me. So, but it is sold now at an affordable price because it's on sale. So I guess technically I'm not super cheating, but in a way I kind of am cheating because it's not like an affordable brand, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, okay. So I got the under eye concealer all blended out. So now we're going to move on to powder. Alright, y'all, so here is the Essence powder that we are going to use. This is the My Skin Perfector Loose Fixing Powder. This has an instant blur effect with a natural matte finish. This is in the shade 05 Fair. Now, I did go to a local Ulta recently, I say local. I went to an Ulta in Tennessee, and they didn't have this shade, but my mom really likes this powder, so I wanted to give it a try. And I'm always looking for a good new setting powder. Now, I did take off a little tape thing in the center of it to keep the product in and fresh. I did go ahead and take that out. So what I'm going to do is just kind of tap a little bit of this into the container. And then I'm going to take my little up and up brush, this little pointy guy right here. And I'm just going to set my under eye in place with this powder along with the center of my forehead, because I am going to have to set my forehead because it is really shiny. And let's see if I like the matte powder or not. So I do see kind of a blurring effect a little bit underneath my eye, and I do like that. I like the shade because it kind of gives a more brightened look to the complexion. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. I like to use more yellow-based powders under my eye just because I feel like, for personally me, it brightens a little bit better, but you can use whatever you want to use if you are watching this video. You don't have to do what I'm doing. You don't have to go out and buy any of these products if you don't want to, but I do like this powder. It does seem like a good powder, so let's see how this does on the forehead. That's the real test. Let's see if it really does mountain up. Oh, and it does. I'm looking at myself in the little viewfinder, and then I'm also looking into my little mirror that I have right here, my little compact. And this does an amazing job at mattifying my forehead. Yay! Because my forehead was looking way too shiny, in my opinion. Like, you can still see a little bit of shine, but for the most part, where I like to be matte, it mattified me. So, yeah. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. It's only $5. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. So I actually really like that powder. It had a hair in it, but it was one of my hairs, so it's okay. Alright, I'm going to do my little lash line, and then we'll come right back and we'll do the rest of the complexion. Alright, guess what? I get to shut up about the part that's not affordable now. So we're going to be using the Kylie bronzer today. This is from Kylie Cosmetics. This is just any shade of khaki, so I like the box. The reason I wanted to use this is because, one, I don't have a Essence bronzer, and two, I wanted to use my Essence bronzer brush since we're trying to use mostly Essence products in this video. So this is just what the bronzer looks like. It comes in a little pink compact. It's so pretty. And it says Kylie in silver on it. So I thought that was like really pretty. And look at here, y'all. I didn't even peel off the little tab thing on the mirror because I figured we would do that on camera because I love to hear these. It's like good ASMR. Like, you hear that? Boom. And it's off. So yeah, this is just what the bronzer looks like, though. It has little drips down from it. It kind of looks like it's dripping in the pan, and I really like that aspect of it, so I'm just going to take my Essence bronzer brush, and I did get close-ups of this product before I just ruined it with brush marks. So we're good on that note. Don't freak out on me down below in the comments. So I'm just going to be applying this where I would normally apply my bronzer, which is on the high points of my cheekbones. Now, a lot of people said that this bronzer isn't super pigmented, and I definitely see that. Where's the pigment? I don't know, but maybe we'll find it. I was reading reviews on this particular product off of the Ulta website because these are on sale right now for $8, plus her highlighters and her blushes. And a lot of people were saying that this is very similar to the Milani bronzer, which the Milani bronzer has pigment to it, but it's very buildable. So, yeah, I can tell now it's buildable. You just have to work with it, but don't be surprised when you first put it on your face like I was and you don't see any immediate pigment. You kind of like have to work with it, but I like it. It's a nice neutral bronze. I grabbed the last khaki that they had. They had khaki, and then they had tequila tan, I think is what it's called. It's tequila something. My mom almost got that shade, but she didn't get it. And I don't know why she didn't get it, but she didn't get it. I like the Essence bronzer brush because, as you can tell, it's a nice shape to give you a nice warmth to the skin. So it does a really good job at just kind of like hugging the high points of your face and applying your bronzer where you want it. It's a good fluffy brush as well. I always go in with another brush though and blend out my bronzer further, so don't worry about that. But I do layer up the bronzer because I love bronzer and I love blush and I love highlighter, and honestly I just love all aspects of makeup. But yeah, so far I'm liking the bronzer. I like that you can build it up. I actually do like that. I know a lot of people probably down below in the comments don't like that you have to build up a product, but I'm very heavy-handed naturally when it comes to applying products. So for me, having a lightly pigmented product is a little bit easier and it's a little bit better for me. It's what I prefer, but again, everybody's preferences are very, very different when it comes to makeup. So I want to know, what have y'all been up to recently? What have y'all been doing? Have you been doing anything fun or interesting? I would also like to extend my positivity, I guess, to my Canadian viewers. I saw on Twitter where y'all are going into another lockdown. Are y'all okay? How do you feel about that? It's gotta suck. I know it's probably gotta really suck. But I'm here for you. If you ever need to talk, if you ever feel like you're alone or anything like that. Here in the U.S., we really haven't been doing that good of a job with keeping everything at bay, and I will be the first to admit that. But I just wanted to check up on my Canadian viewers. How are you doing? How are you feeling? I've been doing good. I started playing The Sims on my phone. I love The Sims. Like, I used to play it all the time when I was younger, so I started back playing it, and I'm having a lot of fun. I don't know how to add people or anything, so I don't know how to exactly do that, but I would love to play with y'all. That would probably be really fun. But anyway, I'm going to go blend out my bronzer, and we'll be back, and we'll apply the blush. This is the blush. This is my favorite. This is the Mosaic blush in the shade All You Need Is Pink. It's just a nice rosy mauve toned blush, and it kind of doesn't really fit the season right now, but I love it, so that's why we're going to use it, and I'm going to use my eBay blush brush to apply it. So I thought I would give you an update kind of on my Sims game and how I'm doing on there, because I'm just having a lot of fun on it. So I've completed 3 careers. I completed the barista career. I completed the culinary career. I'm actually still got one of my Sims in the culinary. I think that's the correct pronunciation is culinary. But anyway, I got one of my Sims still in that. And I'm currently working on the fashion one. That one I'm having a lot of fun with. When I was younger, that's actually what I wanted to do. Was I wanted to be a clothes designer, like a fashion designer, but that didn't happen because I don't know how to sew. So that didn't happen. But yeah, that was my goal. But so I'm currently working in that. I used to love to watch Project Runway and stuff like that. So I'm currently got one of my Sims in that, and I'm working on getting another Sim. I just unlocked one Sim. I've been married twice. I have a kid. My first husband, apparently I married, because you can marry, like, other Sims in the game, and I married this dude. I was on YouTube last night, and I was watching this video, and the Sim that I married was in the video, and apparently a lot of people marry this Sim, and he, like, goes off, and he'll, like, leave you for, like, another Sim, because that's what happened to me. So apparently this Sim, he's just kind of like a tumbleweed, I guess. It's just like, he just be out here wilding. He just, yeah, like, I don't know. Apparently that's what he does. He goes out and he starts, like, families with these Sims, and then he'll just, like, leave them. So that's what that dude did to me, and I was highly, highly upset. So, yeah, he don't even, like, come to my house and see our kid. He don't come see our son. He just be out here like, I don't know. I saw him one day, and it was kind of funny in the game. I saw him last night in the marketplace, and he was like with someone else's Sim, and I was like, well, okay. So I'm now remarried, and I'm married to my Sim that I made, and they're gonna stay married because I'm controlling him, and I'm not letting him do anything. That sounds bad. I'm controlling him. But it's true. I'm controlling him. It's true. So, I mean, I'm not meaning that in a bad way, but, like, I have control of him, so, yeah. But anyway, I just thought I would give y'all kind of like that funny update. I want to know if anybody else has married this Sim. His name's Tuxedo. Has anybody else married him? Because I made the mistake of marrying him. I'm just saying. I'm still salty about it. Really, my least for the complexion is highlighters. I'm going to use my Essence Pure Nude highlighter. And the shade number 10 be my highlight. Couldn't find it on the back of the packaging because this is like really old and it's like scratched up and everything. But I love it. And I'm using my cheek brush to apply my highlight. So, yeah. If I can figure out how to add anybody in the game, I definitely will, and we can all play together, because I need to throw one more party to complete the party quest on Sims, and then I'll be done, but I don't have anybody to invite to the party, because I don't know how to do that, and I need to invite people, because I need to throw another party, so, yeah. It'll probably be for my kid, because my kid's ready to age up, so that'll probably be for him. Just warning. It's probably going to be like a kid's birthday for him because he needs to age up. He's ready to age up. He's currently a toddler, so he's ready to age up to a kid, and that's kind of fun and exciting. I don't know how this works. Do you get to play? I know in the regular Sims game, like after your kid got to being an adult or whatever, and they got to the age where they could start careers, like you got to play with them. like, they became, like, part of your players. Is that how it is with the mobile? Because I don't know. This mobile game is a little bit different than what I remember it being like. So if anybody can let me know down below, I would greatly appreciate that. Alright, this came in the mail with, like, a giant sticker on the front of it, and I pulled it off, and it left, like, some sticky gook on it. But this is the lip contouring pencil, and I think that this shade is Deeply Intoxicated. That's a weird name for a lip liner, but it's just a brown lip liner. So I have this for the lips, and then I also have this lipstick. This is from their nude lipstick line. This is in the shade Freaky, 01 Freaky, and it's a really pretty shade. It's basically like a favorite of mine. It's just a pinky nude. I like some of the Essence lipsticks, but I don't like all of the Essence lipsticks. We all know a certain one that I did not like. So, even though these two are very different from one another, I think I'm still going to use them just to see how the lip liner performs, because I've never tried their lip liners before. Yeah, even though this might look a hot mess, I'm not going anywhere, so this is really just for fun. Alrighty, y'all, so this is the completed look, and I have to say, I really like the way that it turned out. I'm not quite sure about the lip combo. I don't know. The lip liner, I like the lip liner. It's just dark. I'm kind of looking like a Bratz doll. You know how the Bratz dolls, when we were a kid, they have, like, the dark liner, and then they have, like, the light lip, and it's kind of like what I'm getting from this. But I do like this nonetheless. I love the way that the eyes look. I love the lashes. So here are my top 3 recommendations of these new products that I feel like you really need to go out and buy. Number 1, hands down, the powder. I really like this powder. It's done a really good job at keeping me really matte. I've been sitting here under these hot lights for a couple of hours now, just kind of like waiting to do this outro to see how my skin would look, and it doesn't look oily, so I really like the powder. I also really do like the Pretty Natural Foundation. I like this a lot. It's very lightweight on the skin. I don't feel like I have anything. It doesn't feel super heavy. And it does feel very hydrating, which, like I said, I do have really oily skin, but for me, it's not bothersome. Like, it's not overly hydrating to the point where I feel like an oil slick or anything like that. And I like the fact that it does have a natural coverage to it. So your skin still looks like skin. You don't look like you have a ton of makeup on your face. And I can still see my freckles, which that's a plus. I really do like my freckles. Some days I like to have a full glam moment, but for day-to-day wear, I feel like this is going to be my new everyday foundation, especially for the summer, because it's so lightweight and just fresh looking. So those are my first 2 products that I would recommend, and then the third product that I would recommend out of my top 3, like, you need to go out and buy, would be the Volume Booster. This is the Lash Primer. Listen, I really like the way that this made my lashes look. This made my lashes appear way more longer than what they actually are. And it did not make my mascara or anything underneath it clumpy, or over it clumpy. So I really like those 3 products. So if you have money and you want to spend it and you want to buy just 3 products from Essence, get the powder, get the Lash Booster Primer, and get the Natural Hydrate, or the Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation. These would be my top 3 recommendations that I would recommend to you all. This is $6, $4, and then $5, so it's not bad at all. So if you did enjoy this video, do 2 things for me before you leave. Number 1, give this video a big thumbs up down below, and number 2, don't forget to hit that subscribe button while you're down there as well. If you hear a noise, it's currently raining, but anyway, you can hit that subscribe button and you'll get notified every single time I do post and upload a new video. You can also give me a follow over my social media handles as well, because it's a great way to keep tabs on me, and it's a great way to keep a lookout when I do post and upload new videos, which is every Thursdays, Saturdays, Mondays, and Tuesdays at 6 or 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And so, yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you all in tomorrow's video. And we will be testing out some new Makeup Revolution products. products, which I'm very excited for. So yeah, I love you all. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see you all in tomorrow's video. Bye, my little unicorn.